All right, so a bit of a wet day at the end of October. I think that the off-roading season is done. I don't think I'll get out again. There is a possibility, but highly doubt it. So what the plan is for this weekend, and it's going to be a whole weekend, is get the truck kind of ready for winter, deal with all the damage that I kind of suffered over the season. So right now the truck is filthy. It's come back from off-roading last week and I haven't had a chance to clean it, so we'll just take a look at what we're dealing with so far. So yep, we'll be doing a full clean of the truck. You can kind of see along here maybe we've got quite a few pinstripes that we've gotten throughout the season. I want to get those cleaned up, so first step is wash the car. We're going to head down to Canadian Tire and see what we can pick up as far as products. Going to get a clay bar, see what I can do to get rid of scratches and polish this baby up. So it's going to be a full weekend job, but hopefully it goes all right and the end product looks amazing. So let's get going. Alright, so just pulling up to the car wash. Should be a kind of quiet day because it's a wet day. So again, I'm not trying to finish off all my job here and polishing. This is more or less just to get all the dirt off, and then tomorrow, once I have some product, I am going to be working on the final product, which is going to be dealing with some scratches, probably a polish and a wax. Okay, so just pulled out of the bay. Just give it a quick wash, no extra special products or anything, just the foam brush, a little rinse off, and now I just have a microfiber towel Just going to dry it so we don't get any water spots. The reason I'm just doing a quick wash is because obviously we have a lot more work to do, so there's no point in adding any products, any waxes, any Rain-X on the windshield or anything. That's all going to come later. Alright, so just finishing up with the car wash. We're all nice and shiny now. Let's see if the GoPro will kind of show you some of the damage that we're going to work on. So if you can see, I'm not sure how that's coming through on the camera because it's super bright out right now. But you can see there's a lot of pinstriping along the truck. There's a nice deep one there. Obviously hard to see on camera. And then I have some stone chips along the tailgate. Also have a nice dent here in the tailgate with a scratch, so we'll see what I might be able to do about that. I'm not sure if I'll get the dent out, but I might be able to buff out the kind of the scuff, the scratch there. And then same story on this side. Need to grab a clean cloth just to finish off a bit of a polish, but again, doesn't need to be perfect. You can see some nice scratches there, pinstriping all the way. And then just down on the wheels, you can see I have some nice tire damage, not tire damage, sorry, wheel damage that I'll see if I can kind of fill in. Alright, just came out of Canadian Tire, got a lot of goodies. I think everything I need to get the job done. I still have a few things at home, so I'll use that as well. Okay, so just back home after a successful shopping trip. I've got a ton of products to work on the truck, so we're going to be doing it in a couple stages. I'm not going to get it all done today. So I'm going to do another quick clean of the outside of the truck, just catch all the spots that I'd missed before, as well as clean up the wheels and do a little vacuuming, clean out the interior. So today is going to be interior, and then I'm going to just use a bit of touch-up paint to get some of the stone chips that I have. So perhaps use the clay bar first on those areas just to pick up any of the dirt or anything that's gotten into those stone chips, so the paint adheres nicely. So here's a look at everything that I'm going to be using. So we have this silk shine protectant that's great for all the plastics inside the truck, as far as keeping them nice and black and non-greasy. Also works well for the fender flares on the TRD off-road, cleaning up the glass obviously. And then here's the touch-up paint down here that I have from Toyota for color match for my truck. This is a great product, the dry shine. It's good for shining up the wheels. A couple power tools we're going to use tomorrow. One to apply some Scratch X, the Meguiar Scratch X, and then another one for polishing and waxing. So I did get the Chemical Brothers complete clay system. So it's going to have a wax, have a clay luber, clay bar, and then there's clean slate, which I probably won't use. It's used to get rid of previous residue from earlier waxings or coatings, which has never been done to this truck. This will be the first time it's getting a coat of wax since delivery in 2002. Here's the Scratch X. I'm going to be using that first to try and get some of the deeper scratches out, or at least cover them up a little bit. Another Chemical Guys C4 Clear Cut Correction Compound. That's going to be the main polish used for getting this truck kind of nice and shiny. Obviously some pads to do that, some microfibers to finish off. We will be putting a coat of wax on after we do the polish, because we're going to be polishing away some of the clear coats. We want to protect that. And then finally I have some of this wheel scratch fix. It's a black color, matte black. I've used it before on my rims, and as you saw before, I've got a nice big gouge, so I'll try and clean that up a bit. I don't know how I'll do it. A little bit of sandpaper, which is included in the kit, and then we'll just touch up those wheels. It doesn't look 100%, but it at least covers some of the shiny metal when you have matte black rims. Alright, so although I am going to be doing a little bit of an extra wash on the truck just to get it nice and clean, where I want to start is just with the touch-up paint. Just give it enough time to cure dry for tomorrow when I'm actually doing most of the work. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of the clay bar over the paint chips. Just make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, so I just finished doing the tires, and we'll pull back and you can see a before and after. So it actually looks a lot better. This tire shine product is fantastic. So it's just a spray on. It does dissolve, but I like to just give it a wipe down, just so it doesn't kind of leave streaks. But yeah, there we go, tires are done. We're going to move on to the interior. Alright, so done our vacuuming. We're now going to be using this Silk Shine. So a very nice product. As I said, it works on the fenders and the plastic bits on the outside of your vehicle. But I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, just because I'll be doing some wax and polish, scratch removal, and I'll just wait until I do up the fenders. But alright, so here we are, day 2 of the truck detailing journey. I've got a little bit of, I guess, dust and pollen and a few leaves and such that have fallen overnight, just on the top of the truck. So what I'm going to start with is just giving it a little wipe down, get rid of all of that before I move on to the clay bar. Alright, so I've got my clay bar here and some of the clay luber. So I'm going to start with half the front of the hood, and eventually make my way around the whole vehicle. So maybe we'll start up at the front here. So a bit here, a bit here. And I think really what you want to do is just keep going over it until it feels nice and smooth. You can kind of feel the contaminants in the paint, I think. Okay, so I've just done this first half over here, and I can tell that this is really working to decontaminate the paint. I'm not sure, you probably can't see it too much. It'd be tough to see, but I'm going to show you a little test. You can probably hear this on the camera. Can you hear my knuckles scraping all the contamination on that side? Just dead quiet there. So pretty amazing. So I think we're up on the roof of the truck now, and I think this is where we're going to make the biggest difference. You can see that's a spot that I was talking about yesterday, and I know it's kind of tough with the light, but you can see the roof of this vehicle is just covered in these kind of rusty spots, and that's what I'm hoping the clay bar is really going to deal with. There's a few scratches up here which we'll get around to with the polish, but let's see if we can get all of these embedded spots out of the paint. Alright, so I'm done using the Scratch X. I tackled some of the heavier scratches that I had. Not too much of a before and after because you can't really see, but some of those deeper scratches have pretty much disappeared. You can still see them in certain lights. I'm not sure if you can see that at all. But yeah, that's all done. So happy with the results there. Truck is looking fantastic. 2 more steps to go. Next step, we are moving on to the actual polish. So I've got an orbital sander. It's not quite a polisher, but really if you want to use this, just make sure that you've blown out all the dust. This is as clean as it's going to be from the dust, so that's not going to get into the paint. And we've got our C4 clear cut. So just going to do a very nice light coat of that, wipe down with a microfiber cloth, and then we're just going to finish off with a bit of a wax, and then we are done. Right, so finished all of the polishing. Huge job, my arms are dead. Next step is going to be this stuff, which is the butter wet wax. We'll see how this does. Hopefully it's not too much of a pain to apply. After that, I think I'm just going to wipe down some of the outside plastics with the that silk shine stuff, and then that'll be it. It's been a long process, but I'm almost there. Right, I am done with the truck. It's now 1:30 on Sunday, so again, 2-day process. Now my watch is telling me what time it is, but I already know that. So yeah, quite an adventure doing this. My arms are dead tired. So the processes that I took was a quick wash. Then we came back, we did the interior, we did some kind of extra touch-up washes, took care of the wheels and tires, did some vacuuming. Today was a big one. Today I started off with the clay bar, pulled up quite a bit of grime and dirt. That took quite a while. I then got started on polishing. Polished about half the truck before lunch. Stopped and had some lunch and continued polishing. Polishing went well. I don't think it was the most what you call it, valuable. I don't think polishing was provided the biggest difference. I think it was the clay bar, and then this wet wax. This wet wax at the end has just been the final touch. This truck is so smooth. I cannot get over it. It's better than the day I first bought it. You probably can't see in the camera, but you would have to look pretty hard to see any scratches on this truck now. This used to be pinstriped up, but now you can barely see. You have to know what you're looking for to find them, other than on this plastic trim where you can see it kind of gets gouged out. But even this plastic trim, I hit it with that silk shine, and look how beautiful it is. This is the best my truck has looked since the day I picked it up, but since I got a whole bunch of dope mods on it, this is the best it's ever looked. I am gonna head out and go to the beer store, maybe go to the grocery store, and bring my camera along and get some pictures of this. Hopefully find some nice colorful trees or like a colorful urban setting, because this thing is shiny.